everyone, Chocolo Roberto for another video review. It's on Mr Kipling, Exceedingly Good Cakes, 6 Festive Bakewells. Yes, look at that. Yes, not bad at all, not bad at all. So it looks very interesting. Basically, I guess it's a Bakewell tart really, but without the cherry on top, with these sort of sprinkles as well instead. So I don't know. I think I think a Bakewell tart really has to have the cherry on top, the glacé cherry, whatever it is. But anyway, we'll see. What's the description on the back? Well, it says light pastry cases with a layer of plum and raspberry jam. Okay, so that's interesting. So they actually changed the jam a bit as well. So that's quite good. I think it's just raspberry normally. Yeah, moist almond flavour sponge, soft icing, and finished with sprinkles. Yeah, so interesting then. Okay, 100% natural flavours, no artificial colours, no hydrogenated fat, suited for vegetarians. There we go. It says it's got more stuff there. Yeah, pastry cases with a layer of plum and raspberry jam, 9%, an almond flavour sponge, 18%. Top with fondant icing, 30%. Mixed colour sugar pieces. All right. Anything? Extracts of radish, black currant, lemon. It says there. Shellac, glazing agents. Shellac. Okay. Palm oil. What shellac was like a varnish. All right. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. 400 grams, 443 calories, 17.2 grams of fat, 7.1 of which is saturates. And per Bakewell, 43 grams, 192 calories, 7.5 grams of fat, 3.1 of which are saturates. Okay, yeah. Premier Foods, so at the bottom there. Yeah, okay. You recycle a lot of it. Lovely baked in Britain. Not bad. And get in touch if you're not happy. It's little things that mean the most, like an exceedingly good cake from Mr Kipling. Right, well, I think we should give these an open. Nothing too dramatic to talk about, just various, looks quite nice in the packaging, I think you'd say. Quite festive, got some reindeers on there. Christmas trees. Looks pretty good actually. Let's see if they look nice inside. So let's give them an open. Let's do it. Okay, I won't give these Mr Kipling Festive Bakewells an open. Yeah, so exceedingly good. Festive Bakewells. So yeah, let's give these an open. So I've done about 860, almost 870 reviews at the time recording, believe it or not. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. In the top right corner, I'll put links to a place of all my other reviews, as well as some cake reviews and Mr Kipling reviews, things like this. So yeah, give those a watch as well. Definitely enjoy those too. Right, here we go. So yeah, look interesting. Interesting colours there. Look very a bit nudie, quite Christmassy colours, but very dark green. What you'd say. All right, let's give them an open anyway. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, smell quite nice. Got that almondy smell. Not bad at all. But very much like a Bakewell tart. Bakewell tart's generally bad. I think I alluded to, but didn't quite explain. Generally, sort of like a almondy taste with sort of cherries, basically. But in this case, maybe raspberry jam. I'm not sure. It's got plum and raspberry jam anyway. Not too bad. These look quite nice. But I say normally they have a glacé cherry on top. I think that's the key thing generally for them. Let's have a bit of a measure then. So at the top, about 5.9, about 6 centimetres. And at the bottom, all baked at the bottom, lots of it, about 4.2. And the height, still the rim of the pastry, at 2.6. So it does dip down a bit. Okay, let's give these a cut in half then. Okay. Alright. There you go, so you can see it's got that sort of, focusing in a bit better. The icing layer, then sort of middle pastry-ish layer, which might be the almond paste type thing, and the plum and raspberry jam at the bottom. Not very nice, yeah, look interesting. Interesting hundreds of thousands as well. Yeah, just trying to see what it actually says in the description so we can sort of apply it there. Pastry case with a layer of plum and raspberry jam, almond flavour sponge, 80% top with fondant icing, so there you go, 30%. Yes, it's almond flavour sponge. And that bit then. It does look a bit almondy. Does very much smells this as well. So quite a thick layer of pastry. Yeah, not bad. Let's give it a bit of just give it a measure down the middle now that we can do. Hopefully it might squeeze a bit, but 2 centimetres there. So say if you pose that to the side, which was about 2.4. That's where you measure it, of course. 2.6 there. So yeah, it can depend. It's because different ridges and things like that. You can see the gaps are where the gaps are there. Okay, let's give this a taste then. Looks very interesting. Looks very nice. I think the topper looks a bit it was very Christmassy, I guess, but I don't know. It looks a bit dark. It's just the green looks a bit sort of sprouty almost, you know. Oh well, looks all right. I think I prefer the regular ones, but as I say, they are festive ones, so let's give them a taste, see what they taste like. So, be interested to see what this plum and raspberry jam's like. Yeah. Okay, not much of it though, as you can see. But anyway, let's give them a taste. Let's do it. Okay, let's give these Mr Kipling Exceedingly Good Cakes Festive Bakewells a taste. Yes, we got one we sliced in half conveniently earlier. So yeah, I'd say a little bit underwhelmed by the sort of hundreds of thousands toppers, whatever. They're Christmas colours, but they do look a bit dark green. Really, I don't know. Feel like a bit lighter on the packaging. See there, but they do look quite similar. Yeah, I don't know. Just look a bit more like hundreds of thousands, whereas in reality they look a bit. I don't know. Not sure. Not convinced. They look like sprouts. The green ones, mini sprouts. So yeah. Don't know. I guess they are quite Christmassy. So okay, right. Well, without further ado, let's give them a taste. Let's do it. Let's give them a taste. Not bad. Not bad. Just tastes very much like a Bakewell tart. I'm not getting much of the jam though. It's just like raspberry and plum, but I tried to just taste the bottom, but it just came away from the everything came away other than the icing. It's not bad though. It does taste like very much like a Bakewell tart. It's quite dry. I think a bit like a bit more jam. I think I don't know. Yeah, although having said that, it does taste quite nice. But I feel like it is quite hard to detect the jam. I mean, having said all that, if I did have more jam, maybe I prefer if it didn't have it. If you know what I mean. But I'm trying to review it and taste it, of course. I'm trying to taste the jam. See if I can kind of try and just get the jam away. There we go. So I've cut a bit off here at the bottom, the other half. So I've just got the jam here. So it's very thin. There's not much to the jam at all. Having managed to isolate it a bit, it's quite tart. Ironically enough. Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad. I just don't think you can taste much of it. You know, when in combination with everything else. The almond taste overpowers it somewhat. It's a bit like an almond paste as well. That bit there, just that sort of yellowy bit. It's not bad, this one. It's not bad. It just tastes quite similar to the regular one. It just has a bit of a different look to it. I think I missed the glacé cherry on it because I think that does add a bit more of a fruity taste to it. As maybe limited to just the jam, which is very, let's say, very thin. There's hardly any of the jam. You can see how sort of thin it is there. The icing is probably the main thing you can taste, and perhaps the almonds. But overall, it's not bad. I don't dislike them. I just think there's not much of a fruity taste to it, really. You know, the glacé cherry, you know, isn't really fruit, of course, but when you have that on the regular ones, it does provide that extra taste, which you don't get with this. So overall, it's not too bad. I don't think it's going to blow your socks off. You probably rather have the regular ones. I think it's okay. I mean, the plum and raspberry jam, you know, could almost be anything because you can't really taste it. Vanilla is quite disappointing. So, I think from that point of view, it's just I just would like to taste that a bit more. I just think it would just be better if you could, if it's just a bit more prominent, really. And I think that's the one thing that would lift it by a mark. I think. But as it stands, I don't think I can really give it that high mark because it's quite. You're just basically tasting a bit of almond and a bit of icing, really, and a bit of pastry, and I don't think that's enough, you know. So, yeah, not unpleasant. No, I could eat them quite a lot, but as I say, as far as cake goes, I mean, if you think of the average cake, which is a nice cake, because most cakes are nice, I think this is below average than that. So I think for me, it's a 2.5 out of 5. Yeah. So it's not unpleasant though. It's not well below average, but you just need to be able to taste a bit more of that jam, I think, and that's the problem with it. So yeah, I mean that's the main issue really. But it looks okay. It looks a bit, you know. Maybe a bit too dark. The decorations are not quite light enough for my liking, but I don't know. It looks okay. It's a bit different, but I think I prefer the regular ones. Yeah, and I think even those as well probably could have a bit more of a jammy taste. So, but yeah, I think those are slightly better, the regular ones, but not by much. Anyway, 2.5 out of 5 for this one. Okay guys, so enjoyed that review. Follow me on Instagram, check out the YouTube member program. It's a great way to support the channel, really is. Link for that's in the description. A wealth of options there, exclusive reviews, way to vote on the next review, things like this. Check it out anyway, different levels, different options, so check it out. Yeah, check out Discord server as well, link for that's in the description also. If you want to keep in touch with myself and be part of the community. Yeah, like my videos as I say if you haven't already. Leave a comment or free, always great to hear from you, really is, and I always do my best to reply. Yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching guys, take care, bye for now. See ya, bye.